Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Tesla Effect, a Tex Murphy adventure, where last time we were able to deliver the encrypted flash drive to the employee of the barbecue joint, but more importantly, we found a location for the woman in the photo that was in Maldonado's office. So now we are going to just go straight to that location, which I believe was Monterey. The beach house. Let us go to the beach house.
Whoa. I get in my speeder and realize I'm very wobbly and my vision's pretty fuzzy. I realize it's finally time to get this head wound checked out and some professional input on what's happened to me. Now's as good a time as any. I call a cab, and I'm on my way to the North Hill Clinic.
Never mind. Seems as though we actually have to worry about our health.
Where are you headed?
North Hill Clinic.
Well, I better step on it.
Ah!
You look like you're in pretty bad shape.
It's Jen.
Your eyes are really bloodshot.
Yeah, you should see it from this side.
Live around here?
Yeah, I do. Live the Ritz.
I've heard there's a lot of Morlocks in that area.
Morlocks.
Morlocks.
That's what they call them. Some new crazy type of mutant.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're attacking people.
On Chandler Avenue?
Just rumors. But you never know. Things could get worse, sir. Sorry. I just wanted to let you know I was packing heat up here. Didn't mean to freak you out.
Well, that's fine. It's just the
It's
last
a little
time I
late
got
for that
around
one.
Someone. They shot me, so I'm a little jumpy. It's a nice gun, by the way. I used to have one just like it.
I've had this for a long time. Some idiot threw it out his window.
The head wound is painful for sure. Maybe this Dr. Donahue can help me sort things out.
A nice callback to Under a Killing Moon when Tex just tosses his gun out into the street. Truly, the mistake was leaving him by himself.
Taylor warned me you might be a problem patient.
Oh, yeah, come in now and everything stops moving. A minute ago, it was like Fantasia in here.
I'm just gonna assume you've got some head trauma. Let's see what's going on.
How did you know? Pipe dream, or is this real life?
Weird question for you. Is there any way to tell whether I'm dreaming or not?
Do you want to know if you're dreaming right now? Yep, you're awake. So tell me what happened.
I woke up a few hours ago with this goose egg on my head and an injection mark on my arm. I've got no idea how I got them. As a matter of fact, I have no idea about anything over the past 7 years.
You took a pretty good shot to the head. Enough to knock you out. Maybe cause some short-term memory loss, but not for 7 years. Let's see that mark on your arm. I think we'll need to draw some blood. Everything on your form accurate?
Mostly.
Everything except my name, address, and billing information.
Oh, I'm guessing your bloodstream's full of cholesterol and toxins, but I'm sure we'll find something else there too. Have you ever had an implant?
Just once.
Just one, but it was a long time ago. It was in my brain, so I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Well, that injection mark concerns me, but I don't want to speculate. I would really like to keep you overnight for observation. You mind waiting around until we figure this out?
I'd rather go investigate crimes, but
Sure, if we can get it done in 5 minutes. While we're waiting, though, could I ask you a few questions?
tell me about Tex Murphy.
Let's just keep this professional, shall we?
We can still be professional while telling me about Tex Murphy. What kind of assumptions are you making? Taylor Laments?
I don't think you could do much better. And yes, I mean that the way it sounded.
How did it sound? Louis Laments.
I believe he runs a diner over on Telegraph Hill.
Telegraph Hill? Is that the name of... Okay.
I've dealt with many cases of amnesia, but nothing exactly like this.
I'm sure most cases of amnesia are different from each other. But
After leaving North Hill, I get a cab ride back to my office. After a while, I'm feeling a little better, so I hop in my speeder and head out to the address of the mystery woman, who I hope can give me info on Mason Bowers.
Nice. This is more like it. Fun fact, this is a former vacation home for 3 James Bond villains. Goldfinger! Wah, wah, wah.
you know, I'm not a big fan of the Goldfinger theme song. It's just a bit much. It's just like trying too hard. Like it's the classic James Bond theme, but it's just so much of it. And it's just like, look at this guy. He's really bad, isn't he? This guy named Goldfinger. Like, that's why I would imagine the theme for Casino Royale is better, because it's not directly about Casino Royale. Like, the theme for that movie is, what was it called? What's His Name or something or other?
Yeah,
And it works better because of that, instead of having the theme be about a casino.
Barrels make any interior space look more rugged.
So rugged.
This coffee table's a special design. It's got a hidden drawer.
Oh, really? Huh. Oh, never mind. I thought that was going to be harder. Is that a thing?
Hello?
What have I got here?
Hello? The 8 lost rules of etiquette. Rule number 1, a friendly greeting could open doors for you.
Such as hello. 4, 3, 5, 5, 6. That's probably going to be important, so I am going to write it down. And that's probably a key code for a door, considering the message.
Well, one man's trash is a PI's clue.
Mason, the cryogenic sleep state that has caused so much physical and mental damage to the Morlocks, is beginning to affect me. The fresh disease seems to be speeding up, causing serious deterioration on the right side of my face. I do hope you will have a solution for me
Seems
soon.
Mason was treating someone with serious facial deterioration.
T. Alright, what else have we got? Got some
Let's see.
chairs.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 chairs.
Such investigation techniques. A highly reflective platter. Oh, hello.
Baseball card. Used to collect these as a kid. Now I collect past due notices. Classic. These baseball cards are great collectibles.
Okay, now the question becomes...
There's room for every member of the Brady family on here except Alice, and I never considered her part of the family anyway.
Now what am I expected to do with a baseball card?
Now that was a terrible year for wine. Say hello to my little friends.
Ah, A complete guide for do-it-yourselfers. Neurosurgery for dumbasses.
Now that's my kind of book.
Surgical techniques you can use on yourself in the comfort of your own home. By Dr. Sigmund Freud.
I think that's upside down.
Ah, what have we here? A radioactive surprise. Sushi. Highly detailed sushi.
Delicious jams. Magnets. How do they work?
Nobody knows. Regular pizza.
Really? They found someone to eat this crap?
Did they put the milk in the freezer? Freezer burn ice cream. Well, we're not cooling off the whole house.
That's a terrible place for a petri dish.
Why do you have a petri dish in your microwave?
Petri dish is encrusted with all sorts of gunk. I'll need to clean it off to see what's underneath here.
Why do I even want to clean it off? Like, that's why adventure game detectives are always really on top of the game. They've got that sixth sense that tells them that a petri dish
This copy's been out here for days.
that they found in the microwave needs to be cleaned off.
Never, ever stick your hand in a toaster.
I'll try to hold back.
Yep, that's a sink. Not much of a view.
Nope.
Salty. Tasty. Cookies? Nope, just flour.
Anything in here? Nope, just more jams.
Standard groceries, and none of them look very edible. You can really judge a person by the kind of groceries they buy.
So, what can you tell about somebody who buys Special O's, the bland version, Sugar Flakes, may cause diabetes, and sardines? Oh, and also Dudley T's Charms.
It's no good to me without alcohol. Delicious jams. I've always learned the hard way that the stove gets hot. There must be something I can eat around here. It's no good to me without alcohol. Fine feast for mice. Most of the stuff's expired.
Any drawers we can open other than that one? There's this one, which has nothing.
Well, judging by all this fiber, the owner has digestive issues.
Or they don't because they eat all that fiber.
King Twinkie is the only royalty I recognize.
Oh, another baseball card.
That might come in handy.
I'm guessing there's going to be a baseball-themed puzzle. Now, nobody can tell that I've been here, unless they're looking for the petri dish that they stuffed in their microwave. Ooh, this is a fancy bathroom. You know it's a bathroom because there's the word bath on the wall.
Yeah, I believe that's a towel. Let's see, that says bath.
Such investigation techniques.
Dub. Tsunami!
What have we
One
here?
man's trash is a PI's clue.
That's why he said that about the thing that was inside the cabinet, even though it wasn't really trash. Mason, several of my sources are questioning your allegiance. Surely, after all we have been through, you would not work against me and turn to her. You've been very well paid for your work, and I do not take kindly to those who betray
Surely
me.
after all we've been through, you would not turn against me and turn to her. Looks like someone with the initial T was doubting Mason's allegiance.
And
Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Gumdrops and Lollipops. I'll put this in my comic book rack collection in my office. Oh, I always put out fresh towels for my guests. I mean, if I had any.
if you had any fresh towels or guests.
Lord knows I could use a plunger at my place. A remembrance of a much simpler time. I find this very illuminating. My landlord always reminds me that indoor plumbing is a privilege, not a right. Boy, I try not to look directly into a mirror because it's kind of bad for my self-esteem.
It's a good thing all of the mirrors come pre-fogged up for your convenience. Wait a second. Is this a clue?
Well, there's Waldo.
This is not a clue. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Some crates should never be opened. Pillaging must be one of their hobbies.
Oh, yeah. This puzzle. Okay.
There's a past due notice here.
You're late, you bum!
Note to self, check and make sure I made my speeder payment.
Past due notices in the future become much more interactive.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, if you know what I mean. Now I could use that.
How many cards do I have so far? I've got 4. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I don't think a lot of studying went on in here with that flat screen TV on the wall.
I feel called out by that.
Sulfuric acid. I better be careful with this.
Can I combine it with the Petri dish?
What crime against humanity have you created?
Something very tiny is written at the bottom of this Petri dish. I'll need some help reading the inscription.
I created the sulfuric Petri dish, of course.
Oh, sure, that seems impressive. But I bet you it wasn't nearly as difficult as obtaining my PI license from an entire summer of night school. No, that's not important. Wrong form of its. Come on, people. Yeah, just some books.
Yeah, just some books. And there's a boat.
Yeah, that's about the only sailboat I could afford. This frame needs 9 baseball cards.
Can I not add... Oh, I probably added like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. I cannot count. Send me back to Sesame Street. I have a very specific teacher in mind.
If the owner's ventriloquist dummies in here, I'm gonna be very upset.
Uh, 4, 3, 5, 5, 6. That did, in fact, open doors for me. Drugs, guns, and cash? Or the Fast and the Curious?
Hoping to find more information about why sleazy PI Carlos Maldonado has been keeping an eye on my place leads me to a swanky beach house where I'm delighted and surprised to meet an incredibly beautiful woman inside a home medical office. Unfortunately for me, the feeling is not mutual, and she's accompanied by a very lethal friend.
Freeze. What are you doing here?
Well, we had such a charming conversation on the vid phone, I knew I had to meet you. Now I'm rethinking that.
You don't remember me, do you?
Well, I wish I did. Does that count?
We met just once, years ago. So did you really come here looking for me? Or are you here for Mason?
I'm sorry. The correct answer is C, all of the above. I came here to find you, but it's Mason I'm looking for.
Well, you'll have to make do with me. Mason isn't here.
So how do you know Mason?
In the biblical sense, I'm his wife, Ariel Bowers.
When was the last time you saw him?
Over a month ago.
No kidding. A wife like you, I'm surprised he ever leaves the house.
We've been legally separated for over a month. He has issues, erratic behavior, periods of deep depression. It got to be too much.
Psychological problems, huh? What are we talking here? He ties a shoe for an hour, or he walks into Burger Barn with dynamite in his pants?
I think it was just a reaction to stress. His work kept him away for weeks at a time.
So I heard your husband was a neurologist, like a brain surgeon or something.
Or something, yes. He worked in neurochemistry, how chemicals influence neural operations.
So who's he working for now?
Mason never talked about his work, even before we separated. But we stayed in touch. This was the longest he ever went without calling me. I got worried and came here. I found Maldonado's number and called to see if he knew anything.
Yeah, well, Maldonado's not going to be able to help us much because he's dead. Is that who you were coming to see on Chandler Avenue?
Yes, that's right. What happened to him?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to find out. But the trail seems to lead through your husband, who, by the way, I believe has been abducted.
Abducted? Now I'm worried sick. What are we going to do?
Well, to start with, if you could think of anything that could help me out here to find him, that would be a big help.
I will. Feel free to look around here. I wish I could stay and help, but I'll give you my number so you can call me later. And sorry about the gun to the head thing.
Oh, it's okay. I've just got one of those faces, probably look better with a hole in it.
I mean, really, everybody's pointed a gun at Tex at some point. So, really.
I have my doubts about Ariel Bauer's motivation. She certainly seems to have an agenda which includes more than just her husband's well-being. What's she up to?
Hubba, hubba. Whew. Is it hot in here, or did my internal fan just crash?
Well, it feels like I'm being played for a sap.
Oh, come on. She's just getting ready to play the field. I'd like to bring her over for a debugging session.
Okay, enough.
I don't even know what that would mean. Thyroid diseases.
This gives me an icky feeling.
Normal brain.
Just looking at this gives me an icky
Human stomach.
Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
This seems just like a random collection of organs.
Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something. This cabinet needs a 3-digit code to open.
Alright, I'll probably need the baseball cards in order to do that.
I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something. Well, it's a microscope, and you'd need one of these just to see Rook's sense of humor.
Never mind, it might be right here. 670. In the Petri dish. Ah, son of a... Another baseball card.
That's interesting.
Brings me to a total of 5.
Nothing I can use. Something tells me the doctor got a lot of toothaches.
Cocaine toothache drops?
Anatomy books. Used only for medical research purposes, I'm sure. Oh, what a very hospitable guest room.
Ah.
Man, that is so cool.
20,679 physicians say Luckies are less irritating.
My business card? How did Mason Bowers get this? This looks like a good bathroom read.
Careless. Something. Coughing, sneezing. Read influenza and tuberculosis. Very exciting.
Nothing I can use.
Just some anonymous equipment. Oh, hello.
Looks like Carlos Maldonado was trying to get a hold of Mason about someone named Margaret Leonard. Maldonado was tracking down a woman named Margaret Leonard for Bowers.
It looks like Margaret Leonard is going rogue. What should I do? They drilled a hole in my skull. I was awake, and it hurt a lot.
Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. Well, I wonder what's on this little device. This memory stick probably works on the computer in Bauer's MRI. You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. If I found a flash drive,
Long-lasting memories are created through a process of consolidation, which is based on the formations of protein in the brain. Thus, memories, particularly painful ones, are formed by these unstable proteins, making them easily identifiable and removed with a combination of drugs and behavior therapy, ensuring memory elimination. Of course, there are those who do not believe that the benefits of memory modification outweigh the risks. They warn that eliminating memories, one could significantly alter a person's personality, their history.
So, a fancy device that wipes your memories, hmm? Useful technology. I see applications for anyone who ever went out with you or read the Twilight series.
come on. Little mercy here for the victim, all right? Why would Bowers want to erase my memory?
Or why would somebody who has access to Bauer's technology want to erase Tex's memory? Play ball.
Oh man, I hate retro things.
Ah.
I don't know if I get the open concept between these two bedrooms.
Yeah. A little bit odd.
It's a Mike and Ike Hammer candy comic, Sleep with a Swedish Fish. Put this in my comic book rack collection in my office. Gross. This bowl is full of fruit.
Full of disgusting oranges.
Well, I see they like to keep things hot in the bedroom.
Literally.
If the owner's ventriloquist dummy's in here, I'm gonna be very upset. An old Zoom portable music device. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom got me one of these while all the other kids were getting iPads and iPods. I remember just how I felt that day. Wonder what happened to it. Oh yeah, now I remember.
Did the Zoom really deserve that? Also a Zoom joke before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Perfect place to keep a midnight snack.
Huh. It seems like we are short a couple baseball cards.
Classic.
And I'm pretty sure I searched this entire place, but clearly I missed something. Ah, hold on. Some cigarettes.
Hey, smoke no more cigarettes. I hear they have a smoking deterrent system built right into the cigarette.
Hey, buddy! You know 1,000 people stop smoking every day by dying, you moron! Kissing you would be like licking an ashtray. Get it, dumbass? Did you know that you and I are similar? We both are certified butthead. No, don't kill me. Have mercy.
Well, the system's about as effective as other systems I've tried. But I'll keep these in case I have a smoking emergency.
Why? Is that going to be a thing? Okay. Baseball cards. Baseball cards. Ah, there's... Did I just kind of walk by this one?
Forest Bunny from Night of the Lepus.
Is that Matt?
A collector's edition of Matt
Ah.
Shoebass Tyler baseball card. I wouldn't dare thieve that. Reminds me of the time I tried to cook meatloaf. Must be a Barry Bonds baseball. It's got an asterisk on it.
Yeah, one of the baseball
That'll come in
cards.
handy.
Wait. I need 3 more now. So many.
It was a terrible year for wine.
So many baseball cards.
Who sells seashells by the seashore? This bunny makes me laugh. He's hilarious.
That line delivery is amazing.
Hey, bada bada bada.
All right. 3 more baseball cards are in theory somewhere in here. Oh, hold on. It looks like I didn't bother moving the couch cushions. Or the pillows.
Nothing adds personality to a room like throw pillows.
There we go.
That's interesting.
So now I need 2 more.
Into that sort of thing.
Ah, another baseball card.
Now I could use that.
So only 1 more. Excellent. Ah, and the last one in here. All right. All of the baseball cards collected. Let us go back down the stairs and then attempt a puzzle real quick like. Which I would imagine requires me to have all of these add up to 17, regardless of their direction. So let's put the higher numbers over there. Uh, 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 6 is 14, so we need 3 to go that way. 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 5 is 16, so we need 1 to go that way. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 9 is 14, so we need a 3 to go that way. Okay. Nope, that did not work. That's fine. That's fine. Let's swap some around. 6 plus 8 is 14. Let's say 2 and 1. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 2 is 14. So I need the 3 there. 3. There we go. Fantastic. We've got Pawn Weekly magazine.
Pawn Weekly may be even sadder than that Cat Weekly magazine.
That seems like an awfully specific.
Looks like Bowers was interested in some Nikola Tesla artifacts from Rook's pawn shop.
Oh, what has Rook been getting into?
Lots of cash. Usually a sign of illegal activity. The drawer inside this safe needs 2 additional cards. Whatever's in here must be so important that Mason Bowers keeps both the cards with him at all times.
All right. Well, it looks like we're done here. We're going to need to talk to Rook about the Tesla artifacts that he may have carried. In the meantime, got any suggestions for someone to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.